And howdy. It's good to see everybody in chat. Welcome, foolish mortals. Welcome to Hitchhiker Chat tonight. It is Tuesday night. We always look so forward to Tuesdays, and it's good to see everybody in the chat. And Mandy has a spring question right off the bat. We're going to kind of be talking about. Hang on. Thought I had that. Hang on a second, guys. Does it every time. I'm not sure. I think a setting changed on my phone, y'all. It has to do with my sound, because I do exactly the same thing every time, and it does that. I'll have to figure that out. Mandy has a spring question right off the bat. How's my sound, guys? Can I get a sound check? Do you like any Disney bunnies? There are a lot of Disney bunnies, many more than we actually think about. I think, including the Easter Bunny. You know, the Easter Bunny has made some appearances in Walt Disney World at Easter in different parades and what have you. Also, guys, before we get too far, please answer the poll question. There's a poll question tonight. I decided to ask, which Epcot festival is your favorite? Is it Festival of Holidays, Festival of the Arts, Food and Wine, or the one we're enjoying right now, which is Flower and Garden? So you guys be sure and answer the poll question, and we'll see how everybody stacks up on that. I know that all of us have our favorites, and I was just kind of curious what y'all think about that. Let's see. Okay, so now Dean says he didn't see his favorite Epcot festival, the International Perpetual Festival of Walls. Now that's a legitimate festival, y'all. I mean, if you've been to Epcot in the last 5 years, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's definitely legit, Dean. But he says he voted for Flower and Garden in the absence of that option on the poll. William's running a little bit late, y'all. He'll be in a few minutes. Yeah. Sorry, Dean. I forgot that one. I should have put that one in there. Hey, Katie. Welcome in. You're going to be in ghost mode. No worries. Thanks so much for being here. Good to see you, Tina. Tina McNeil is here. Kevin, Theme Park Adventure. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. Okay, thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. And Tina says Thumper is her favorite rabbit. Thumper is her favorite Disney bunny. I like Judy Hopps. I totally love Thumper. Probably Thumper and Judy Hopps are my favorite, but Judy Hopps is so much fun, y'all. So let's see what else we have. Let me catch up in the chat, and then we will continue on. Today is it's good to see you, Kevin, by the way. Oh, thanks so much for Nick. We appreciate you popping in. We really do. Just to say hello. Thanks so much. Don't forget to answer the poll question, Nick. What's your favorite Epcot festival? Just click on your favorite, and we'll see how we come out at the end of the night. But so everybody go into the chat and click on your favorite Epcot festival, and let's see. I think it's going to be between Flower and Garden and Festival of Holidays, because those generally, are two really, really popular ones. So we'll see. A lot of people like Food and Wine too, and Festival of the Arts. So I don't know. We'll see. But it'll be fun at the end of the night to see which festival wins. William will be in just a little while. He's running just a little bit late, but he'll be here. He'll be here shortly. We will go ahead, guys, and start with this day in Disney history. We're going to talk again a little bit tonight about spring, because today is the first day of spring. So Jillian just got back from Walt Disney World. She was there for several days with her mom. She went first for some training, got to tour the the Wish, the Disney Wish cruise ship. And for she's a Mickey Travels travel agent, and so she is going to tell us all about that, guys, on Saturday. So be sure that you hit the notification for that live stream. Excuse me, on Saturday, and she'll tell us all about that. But I am going to share some of her flower and garden pictures from this year. We love Flower and Garden. It's Flower and Garden is probably my favorite festival. I'll have to say, I think Flower and Garden is probably my favorite. But rabbit, oh, well, that should have been a poll question, right? What's your who's your favorite? Who's your favorite Disney rabbit? Oh, yeah, I love Rabbit. I love Rabbit. He's just misunderstood, right, Dean? He is. He's Thumper and Rabbit. There you go, Dean. From Winnie the Pooh and Bambi. He's just misunderstood. I think so too, Dean. Thumper or Rabbit. Rabbit he likes things organized, and he likes to have all of his ducks in a row. He's just a very neat person, and he doesn't do well when you mess up his garden. So. But anyway, yes, I'll be sharing tonight, guys. We've got a lot of Disney news, some really interesting Disney news I think you're going to want to hear. There are always some developments in addition to sharing some of Jillian's Festival of the Arts pictures. But first, while we're waiting. Oh, hey, Pictures Buddy. Good to see you. Please participate in our poll question at the top of the chat there and let us know which Epcot Festival is your favorite, while we wait on William and do this day in Disney history. There were several. I'll just run through them kind of quickly. We always like to do a little history. We love Disney history, and so it's just fun to kind of go back and talk about what happened on this day across the 100+ years that Disney has been a company. In 1947, stage and screen actress Glenn Close, who was the voice of Kala in Disney's Tarzan and Tarzan 2. I did not remember that. Did y'all remember that Glenn Close was the voice of Kala, who's Tarzan's mom? She plays Tarzan's mother. Is born in Greenwich, Connecticut. She also played the role, of course, of Cruella de Vil in both live-action features 101 Dalmatians and its sequel 102 Dalmatians. Now, y'all, she was the perfect choice for Cruella de Vil. The costuming in both of those films was amazing, and she just did a masterful job with it. So happy 77th birthday to her. 1955 actor Bruce Willis is born to a German mother and American father in Adar Oberstein, Germany. He moved to the United States with his family in 1957, so he was 2 when he moved here with his family. His Disney Touchstone Hollywood Pictures credits include The Kid, The Sixth Sense, which I kind of forget that's Touchstone, Breakfast of Champions, Color of Night, and Unbreakable. Willis was also one of the investors / promoters of the theme restaurant chain Planet Hollywood when it debuted back in 1991. Of course, there is a Planet Hollywood at Disney Springs still. So happy 69th birthday to actor Bruce Willis, and we wish you all the best, sir. 2005, after nearly a year of refurbishment, the Fantasyland attraction It's a Small World reopens in the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. The aging attraction received a new sound system, paint, lighting, costumes for the dolls, and queue configuration. So that was a major overhaul there of It's a Small World. In 2010, the Alamo honors the life of actor Fess Parker, who played Davy Crockett in the Disney miniseries Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier, one of my absolute favorites, with a tribute at the Texas Historical Shrine. Parker passed away at his home in California yesterday, Thursday, March the 18th of 2010. My goodness, we lost we lost a true Disney legend there in Fess Parker. He was fantastic. 2021, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which I'm sure you guys remember. And if you haven't watched that on Disney Plus, you're in for a treat. You can go back and watch it or catch up or rewatch it or whatever. It's a television miniseries created by Malcolm Spellman for the streaming service Disney Plus. It premiered with the episode New World Order. Based on the Marvel Comics characters Sam Wilson as Falcon and Bucky Barnes as the Winter Soldier, it is set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, sharing continuity with the films in the franchise, running for 6 episodes. The cast included Sebastian Stan, Anthony Mackie, Wyatt Russell, Aaron Kellyman, Don Cheadle, Emily Van Camp, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. And that was a good one. I'll just have to say that was really. Oh, hey, hon.
Hey.
That was really a fun one.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Jaden Travels, welcome in. Good to see you guys. So good to see you guys. How are we? I'll have to check and see how we're doing on the poll. Let's see. Y'all be sure and vote in our poll. Okay. So we've got some. I did a poll tonight, William.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Epcot festival? Food and wine and festival of the arts are tied at 12%. Flower and garden and festival of holidays are tied at 38%. So
yeah, and see, I haven't been to all of them, so I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, interesting.
My vote would be a bit biased.
Well, which is your favorite of the ones you've been to?
Probably Flower Garden, honestly. I think. Yeah.
It's so pretty.
Flower Garden.
Yeah.
What about yours?
It is so pretty. Yeah. Flower and Garden is my favorite too. It really followed fairly closely by Festival of Holidays, I must say. But I enjoy all of them. I'm going to have to say Food and Wine is probably my least favorite. So
I like food and wine. I mean, I enjoy the food. Partaking the drink, but I do enjoy the food. Of course, I mean that they've got, with all the festivals, they got good food. So,
well, they do exactly, and so it's kind of a since all of them have food and wine. Food and Wine doesn't have art or Santa Claus or flowers. So that's kind of how that works. But anyway, y'all by all means give us a like and be sure to answer our poll question. Everybody is welcoming you in, William, and I got let's see, saying hello, Kevin. It's good to see you tonight, by the way. Okay, so Tina says, I've never been to the Arts Festival. Okay. I said, Tina, it's probably, you're a lot like me in that, and you can get in a lot of trouble. I was there, the last time I was there, it was Festival of the Arts, and I just had to walk through like this. It was really hard to live stream because I could spend some big bucks at Festival of the Arts. I suspect it would be my favorite. Yeah. Love the beauty of Flower and Garden, but picked a Festival of the Holidays because Christmas.
I would like to have I think I'm the same way. If I had the means financially to buy some nice Disney art pieces, I probably would.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people do, and the nice thing about it is it's really nice because they have, not only do they have all price ranges, for the cheaper stuff all the way up to the more expensive pieces. But many, many times they have the artist on hand, to sign it, or you can meet them and talk with them. And they're kind of, they advertise which artist will be where, and it's just really, it's really cool. So Absolutely. I did this day in Disney history, and did everybody have a nice St. Patrick's Day? By the way, um, I love St. Patrick's Day, and we were at one of our resorts with our granddaughters were on spring break, and oh hey Pop Box, um, the,
Somebody
it is
drop
in the
that link there.
description
Yeah.
of this video. Yeah, look in the description of this
Thanks, Pop
video,
Box.
or we can also all of her
Sure,
contact and
somebody will
Jillian.
drop it in the chat there.
Yeah, Mickey Travels. It's all in the description of this video. Her phone number and email and website actually. But thanks for popping in. Yeah. So cool. Like, yeah, appreciate you. But that's where it is. If one of our ghost hosts wants to grab that information, it is in the description of the video. Pop box. Okay. I hope everybody had a nice St. Patrick's Day. I love it. But since we were spending spring break with the girls, it kind of skated by without much fanfare from me this year. But I know that Jillian and her mom were at Hollywood Studios, and they had some of the cutest magic shots. Y'all, I'm sure. Thank you so much, Tina. Appreciate that. Here's the there, Pop Box. There's her Jillian's information, her contact information for Mickey Travels. And we have never been to Disneyland Paris, but yes, she can book it. She can book it. So, but yeah, some of the really cutest magic shots. Oh my goodness. She'll probably share some of those with you on Saturday. So did you fare okay while Jillian was at Walt Disney World?
It's hey, welcome in WDW Explorer Chill.
Hey
Thanks for being here.
Oh, thanks so much. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I've got it down. It's it's no big deal. The boys were great. We had fun. We weren't at Disney, but we had fun at home together.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you did okay. I know that Jillian had a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to. I'm sure she'll do like a slideshow, and she shared a good many of her pictures on her Mickey Travels Facebook page, and just really great. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mikey. Okay.
Hey, welcome in. Thanks, Mike.
More solidarity from Mike Wheeler. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Mike. It's good to see you. But yeah, it just looked really a lot of fun, and so I'm looking forward to her. She will she's going to do a live stream, guys. It's already up on the channel. Has been for a little while. She's going to do a live stream episode of What's Brewing with the Bones on Saturday the 23rd at 9:30 a.m. To recap her trip. So y'all look for that, and be sure to join her, because I'm sure she, as a Mickey Travels agent, she was able to tour the Wish, the Disney cruise ship, the Wish.
Super
and
cool.
I'm sure she's just going to have tons. She's going to have so much to tell us. She may even have to stretch that to 2.
Yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me.
It'll probably be, feature length. It'll be a 2 or 3 hour show. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, she'll probably need to break it up, honestly, because the stuff that she got to do on the Wish, and some of the things that she got to see, were just really, really cool. So anyway, it's I don't know that we'll ever have Disney Wish money, but
we can wish for Disney Wish money.
Yeah, we can. Yeah. And apparently the treasure's even worse on that when it comes to cost. So
yes,
anyway,
I've heard. Wow.
It's but
Yikes.
it's neat. It's great. I would love to. Disney Cruise is still on the old Disney bucket list. Like to do it one day.
Absolutely.
Love to cruise out of Galveston since it's
Yeah.
in our home. It's in our home state. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's yeah. I think it's really cool she was able to do that, and then they
I hope so
they
too.
had a really good time. I was really worried about crowd levels for them, and they did really well while they were there. I've heard that the parks were. I mean, granted, I think it's blackout weeks, for some of the AP levels, but or it's getting into the spring break blackout weeks for some of the AP levels. But oh, good point, Mikey. Treasure's more cost because it's a longer, Wish is shorter trips. Yeah, good point there. Um, but anyway, um, yeah, I was worried about the crowd levels they might face, but they did really really well. And she'll tell you more about
Mhm.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it would be amazing, to afford a Disney cruise. That's one of those we'll definitely have to do it at some
Yeah,
point, William. I mean, there's no question we'll have to do it. It's
yeah,
just a matter of deciding when. For me, now that I have an annual pass, it's really hard. It would be really hard for me to go on the cruise instead of into the parks.
yeah. I
I
think
now
you
I
kind of
would.
have to plan that out. Maybe
You would.
do alternate.
Yeah.
Choose to do the cruise one year and maybe the AP the following year or kind of
Could
offset or
be
something. Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, I
Um,
don't know. I
but yeah,
I just have to.
back to what I was saying. I heard that crowd levels are pretty low today, surprisingly,
That's
and I believe
amazing.
yesterday too. So yeah, I guess I think a lot of the spring breaks have been staggered. And that I don't think everybody's goes the same week, not near as much as they used to, seemingly. You
Well,
know,
wouldn't it be great to know what week to hit? I
yeah,
mean, while Jillian was there, she said
yeah,
that there was a day there at Magic Kingdom that they just
yeah,
absolutely killed it.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
you
Tina's
know,
onto
she,
something
she
there. The WDW
mhm.
vacation and then a cruise to relax.
Oh
The
man,
old
Tina,
land and sea.
the
Yeah, there
land
you
and
go, Mikey.
sea,
Yeah, Mikey, there you go. Mikey's coming through with it too.
absolutely.
Don, you have to do a land and sea. Take 2 weeks off, come to the parks, and then ship, and then back to the parks. Hey, yeah,
Oh
sign me up.
man, Mike. Yes, Mike. There you go.
Yeah,
So that would be a dream. I mean, and
yeah,
that would be just an amazing way to plan it.
yeah.
It really would, Mike. It
WDW
sure would.
Explorer and Chill says Epcot was crazy light yesterday. Yeah, it's
Really?
interesting.
Oh
It's very interesting.
man. Well, yeah. So this week,
Yeah,
yeah, this week would it's probably
man. I'll tell you
it's
what.
pro-
That day, oh, sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
well,
um,
I
uh,
was just gonna say,
yeah,
since yesterday was light, it could be that this whole week will
yeah,
be light in the
and then
parks.
next week will be packed.
And then
Um,
next week it'll be,
that that
it's
day
kind
that
of
we
the
had. No, go ahead. Sorry, I keep
well,
trying to start in.
well,
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say it's like I told Mark and Irene. It's possible that this is the eye of the spring break storm
Yeah,
at
there you
Disney.
go.
So yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I was gonna say, when I think Disney and spring break, I don't think about when we went with Adam, for
Right.
his senior trip. I think about whenever I was in high school, when
Oh,
we went with our friend's band, and that day at Hollywood Studios, I just remember standing under a tree and thinking, "Man, I think I'm just going to stand here for a minute because there's so many people, and it was
yeah.
brutally hot that week."
Yes, it was.
Um, and I just
Yeah.
remember standing under that tree and thinking, you know what? I think I'm good right now. I'm just going to stand here. You know, the lines were outrageous. I mean, this was this is me in high school, so this is pre Galaxy's Edge. This is pre Toy Story
Right.
Land. You know,
Yeah.
as far back as
Yeah.
that extended was Midway Mania, and then on the
But
other side,
so, think of
yeah,
the gravity of William Bone in high school saying, "I'm just gonna stand by this tree
yeah,
at Disney World." That's how busy it was,
it
y'all.
was so
I have
busy.
it was Walt I mean, we're talking Christmas at Magic Kingdom, Christmas
Yeah,
Day at Magic Kingdom busy. That's
yeah,
how, I mean, it was, yeah. I've never seen Epcot that
yeah.
busy
No,
before or since that day.
I was thinking of Hollywood Studios.
I mean, I said
Is the
Epcot,
day? Yeah, the day
Hollywood
I was thinking
Studios.
of. That day just sticks out in my mind as being like,
It
I can
was.
expect, like we've been on, we've been in the Magic Kingdom on Christmas before, so like I know what that looks like. I know what to expect.
Yes.
But that
Yes.
day at Hollywood Studios was just
It was
brutally
nuts.
hot, and there
It
were a
was nuts.
ton of people there.
It was
My
nuts.
goodness, it was
Yeah.
rough.
I've never seen it. Again, I've never seen Hollywood
That had to
Studios
have been
that
like
busy.
that was probably like 2008ish or so. I'm guessing. Um,
It was '08.
yeah,
Yeah. It would have been '08. You're
yeah.
right.
There you
But
go.
yeah,
Mikey
goodness
says
gracious.
spring break crowds are normally the last 2 weeks of March and the first 2 weeks of April, but I do believe a
Mhm.
lot of Florida spring breaks were earlier this year, hence why it was
Right.
busy prior. There you go.
Ah, gotcha.
But
Gotcha. Yeah. That
anyway,
makes sense, Mike. Yeah, it was. So Tina is swearing off March.
you know,
Never again.
we were there. I still think 2016 whenever we went, and it was like the like first week headed into the second week of October, and all those people
Mhm.
were from Tennessee were there.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was probably one of my favorite trips. Just because I mean, we were in the parks with the entire state of Tennessee, but but it was fun.
Go Big Orange.
Yeah, it
I
was
felt
fun,
right at home
and it
because
wasn't
yeah,
super busy either. It wasn't super crowded then
right.
either. But
Yeah. Oh
anyway,
yeah. Yeah, it's well, and pre blip. I'll say
yeah,
pre blip. Um the crowds were more predictable.
yeah,
At that point you still had, now we were kind of getting away from it at that point, but you still had definite downtimes.
yeah,
January, in the fall,
yeah,
was, January, February, September, October were fairly light. You still had some times in the parks
yeah,
that you could go and count on fairly low crowds.
yeah,
Now, post blip, all bets are off from
yeah,
what I've seen. It's a crapshoot. So it's,
yeah,
but yeah, and yeah,
yeah,
we Jelly and we talked about so y'all just hit it just right.
yeah.
Uh, yeah,
And
yeah,
just random days will
Mhm.
inexplicably be low crowds. It's funny.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Welcome
hey,
in, Jonathan.
Jonathan, welcome in, welcome in. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit, guys. Today is the first day of spring. So we're going to talk a little bit. I put Donald and Daisy there. They looked springy on the thumbnail,
I
and I'm
wish I would
excited
have.
about this.
I wish I would have thought to send you some of the pictures from when we did the what's it called? It was the Hollywood and Vine. The was it Minnie's or Daisy's springtime?
Oh,
Let's
how
see.
fun. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, that would have been neat. They were dressed in their springtime
Yeah.
attire.
Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah. Tina, Tina said they got 4 inches of snow for the first day of spring.
Springtime dine.
Oh, springtime done.
Mini
Oh, how
springtime
fun.
dine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look
Yeah.
super cute. There's a picture of Goofy like adjusting my hat. I think I was wearing the Mater hat that day.
Mhm.
Uh,
Mhm. How
but
cute.
we ate
Yeah.
there. That would have been the 2018 trip actually.
Uh-huh.
With
Uh-huh.
for Adam's graduation.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I remember that. I remember
Yeah,
y'all eating there. Sure do. Yeah. That would be a fun one.
it was neat. They all
Yeah.
look very dapper.
Yes, yes. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I would love to have seen some of those. Well, let's go ahead and we'll look through some of these pictures. These are Jillian's pictures,
Right.
guys, that I just kind of picked a little bit to get some of her shots of Epcot. And Tina, Tina, this may be how you're feeling.
Mhm.
The little daffodil bulbs say, "I can feel." This is a like a meme,
Yeah,
Mikey. The little daffodil bulbs are in the ground, and one of them says, "I can feel the wealth of the sun."
the warmth
Let's
of the
see,
sun.
the warmth of the sun. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
can't see it. I hear what is. Read it, William.
I can feel the warmth of the sun. I hear bird song. Nature awakens. It's time to sprout.
And then on the bottom, they're they're they sprouted and they're all up, and the daffodils are in this like driving rainstorm. And one of them says, "Idiot." I just thought it was cute because we've been
Yeah,
talking today in Ghost Host Chat about how it's cold everywhere. It was cold here today.
yeah.
Uh, I thought it was cute. Okay.
Well,
On to prettier
there's
pictures.
your
This is
picture there.
also a personal one that I wanted to share, y'all. These are my daffodils. William recognizes those in my front lawn. Guys, y'all know I'm originally from Tennessee, and but a family member still owns my grandparents' and great grandparents' home place, and I spent many hours there as a child because I stayed with my grandfather while my mother was working on her master's degree, and um, these are daffodils that I dug up from my grandmother's home place. These likely belong to my great grandmother as well. I brought them here to Tennessee and planted them, and I just love them. I
You
love
brought them from
having.
Tennessee to Texas.
I brought them from Tennessee to Texas and
Yes.
planted them. And so I just thought I'd share those with you because daffodils
Hmm.
are really some of the first things to bloom. And so these are just really special to me.
Yeah.
These are gone to Texas daffodils all the way from Tennessee. They
DTT.
probably belong to my great grandmother. So yes, I do too, Katie. I do too. I do too. Um, and they're just hardy. You know, daffodils are extremely hardy. But yeah, thanks so much. Daffodils. Daffodils are up but not blooming yet. Okay, see, I see my grandmother's daffodils, and a lot of ours have already bloomed.
Yeah.
And our Mike said it was cold here. Woke up, it was 54. Wow. Mike, you were probably shivering in your blankie. What, did you just stay in bed? That is
Tina
not
says she
Florida
wishes for
weather.
54.
Mike is a Florida boy. He's so shivers about to freeze to death in that kind of weather. That's like Arctic conditions for Mike Wheeler.
Yeah.
Oh my
Here's a
goodness.
picture of Jillian with her purple figment shirt with the gear and
Yeah.
little figment that has an idea up
Yes.
below.
I thought this was such a
And
cute picture.
she's in front of the Mickey and Friends topiaries in
Yeah.
front of the Epcot ball with the orange bird, there on her photo
Little
pass
magic shot.
magic shot with the
Yeah.
orange bird on her finger, and she's got her flower garden ears on
Yeah.
from Etsy, I believe.
Jacket in the back. Yeah.
And here's Jillian with
Yeah.
the Moana Journey of Water sign.
Mhm.
And here's
Yeah.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie with their gardening tools.
Yeah. The
Big flower
topiaries guys are
topiaries.
so neat. Um, I remember, long ago and far away when Disney topiaries they didn't have color; they had just
Yeah,
shape.
yeah.
They were just trimmed.
Well, last
So
year I'd shared around this time. I'd shared side by side of the
yes.
like the Lion King topiary back then versus
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm.
2016 versus today or
Yeah.
2018 versus today actually.
Yeah.
Uh, but here's a Donald Duck with
Yeah.
various flowers and his
So
gardening tools.
cute. Yeah. There is
And
some connections.
here, speaking of that, here's the one I was talking about. And here's the got the Mufasa, baby Simba, Rafiki, and I always forget her name.
Nala.
No, it's
Nala.
not Nala. It's not Nala. it's Simba's mom.
Oh,
And for
that's
the life of me,
Mufasa. Sarabi.
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 There you go. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
always I can't keep
Uh-huh.
but
Yeah, that's the cat. Yeah,
uh
because Rafiki's holding Simba up.
here's Timon and Pumbaa. You know, and
Aren't these adorable?
there's the one tooth Pumbaa that that really threw us. We thought somebody had broken his other tooth off, but that he's just got that one bottom tooth. But anyway,
Yeah, he just has one
it's neat.
tooth. Yeah. But look at the detail in these
Yeah,
guys. I mean,
so cool.
if you look at like Mufasa's mane, the Disney gardeners
Hmm.
use different plants to achieve that. This
Yeah,
is all plants. Everything you see is living that they use on these topiaries. The Disney gardeners rock, y'all.
yeah, it's
Just
incredible.
hashtag Disney gardeners rock. They are incredible, Katie. They really are.
Here's
Uh,
Woody with some blocks and various flowers.
yes.
Woody
How fun is
topiary,
that?
tip of the cap
Now,
though.
okay, so this
Yeah,
I would have stood there until the monorail came over.
yeah, yeah.
That's the monorail track above Woody's head there. I would
Hmm.
have probably just stood there until the monorail to get the shot. Anything for the shot, y'all.
Yeah,
But they're
mini
just adorable.
plant there and
This
living with
one.
the land.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's the group
Yeah.
topiary, the greenhouse mix volume one that plays
Yeah.
music every 10
Yeah.
minutes now. It used to be 20, it's
It
every 10 now.
does. It does. Every 10 minutes, guys, and the tape actually turns
Hmm.
in there and it plays awesome mix songs. Is that just ridiculous? A
Neat.
friend of mine was going into Epcot. He called me. He was going into Epcot. And I said, well, you need to go over and get a picture for me of the group topiary. And he said, the what? So I expect topiary was just a word he was not familiar with. So I explained it to him. I said, over by Guardians of the Galaxy is a group topiary that plays awesome mix. And so he went over and took this picture for me, along with a recording of this little guy. And I'm trying to think, "Come and Get Your Love" is what played,
Hmm.
and I had not seen it yet, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
There's the
And moving
Bicoastal
along, guys,
Adventure pin that I mentioned last week.
to
The
Disney news. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mentioned this pin last week, but I think they put out Space Mountain was the first one with Chip and Dale,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
then man, I'm spacing on it. I remember. I
What was the
can't
second
remember
one, Mikey? Do you
what
know
the
what the
second
second?
one
This is
was.
Bicoastal Adventures, the Disney
Yeah,
pins, the limited Disney. I love these.
we talked
I
about
would
this
love
last
to
week
have
too.
had.
Oh, me
Yeah.
too. I would love to. I would love to have
Yeah.
that.
Oh, Mike. Yeah, I want to see the short.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I would love to see.
and you got the
You
Hitchhiking
have.
Ghost here with it says "Welcome, Foolish Mortals," and it's
Yes.
got the
Oh my
Disneyland and
gosh.
flags for Disneyland and Disney World. I really like this series. I wish I'd have gotten in on it.
Yes. Yes. May have to get our friends at Florida Park Explorers to get that.
Mm.
Unless Mikey is going to be in the Mike, if you go to the parks and you can get that pin for us, let me know and I'll PayPal you.
I doubt it's lasted very long. If I had to
I
guess,
know, I know
um,
it. I probably would have had to, would have had to go pretty quick and
yeah,
get it. I'm just guessing, but yeah, that's a great pin series,
yeah.
absolutely great. So, and the previous pins, okay, yeah, the previous pins were inspired by Space Mountain and Soarin'. Um, and then this month is
So
Haunted
Soarin'.
Mansion.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are 19.99 a piece. So I did have that in my notes.
There you go.
I did have that in my notes. Now this one, guys, is pretty. Here's the earth-shattering kaboom. This
Yeah,
is well, it has been noted
it's not
that
a drill.
likely already filed for potential expansion at Animal Kingdom. Disney, has filed their permits featuring the expansion is going to be. We're hoping Indiana Jones and Kanto. This is probably going to be to change out the Dino Land area.
Yeah.
If you guys are familiar with Dino Land, now they also in the Blue Sky concepts.
I couldn't remember if they mentioned Moana or if they mentioned
Zootopia.
Zootopia, and then what was it?
And Coco?
Was it Coco? Yeah, Coco.
Might have been Coco.
Yeah.
But so this they're
Mikey says if I pick up the pin for you, it'll cost you Will getting a Disney AP.
Oh my gosh,
that's an expensive pin there.
That's an expensive.
That's a pin there.
$1,500 pin.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh wow. Music to the mixtape. Oh, I'll go back to group.
Neat.
Okay, excellent. That'd be great, Mike. I'm looking forward to seeing those. That's going to be fun. That will be tons of fun. So the permit application is for Walt Disney Imagineering trailers and one additional contractor trailer, along with 363 parking spaces. The permits outline a road that leads from the trailer area to Dino Land USA. So if you go to the next slide there, William, I don't know if you guys can make this out, but if you're familiar with kind of the layout of the area that you see with those diagonal lines is the area we're talking about.
Yeah.
You can see Western Way there. That kind of give you a little bit of a where you are.
Yeah.
It's notable as a blue sky concept. Josh Tomorrow presented this at last year's Destination D23, and said that Disney has plans to make major changes to the area. So, so this could be Indiana Jones and Kanto, Zootopia, Coco. We're not sure exactly what they're going to be doing with Dino Land. Last time I was there, I took a lot of pictures in that area and spent some time there because I knew it was going to go away. Especially the Boneyard. I have a picture of Kylie standing under the Boneyard picture, the Boneyard sign. And this is a good thing. This is that we're ready for them to do something with this area. And y'all listen. I know we talked about this before. I know that Indiana Jones probably doesn't belong at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
But if they make Dino Land Indiana Jones, I'm just telling you, I'm going to be perfectly okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I will too. And the other thing too is you could keep the Boneyard theme and just redo it. You could stick with that theme of excavation.
Right. That's true.
I do wonder. How closely you adhere to the theme of the park.
Right.
You think about it in Kanto. There's critters, in Antonio's room. And you think about, Coco, well, there's like the spirit animals, but how does that tie into conservation or animals, so on and so forth, taking care of the planet, how does all that tie in?
It doesn't.
It's not my job to tie it in.
To figure that out.
You think about, we've got the different countries. So we do already have different countries. We got Asia. We got Africa. And so I do wonder. But anyway, I will say, most of the time, I'm not a fan of having the exact same ride in both parks, be it Disneyland and Disney World.
Right.
um, or
Okay, now
both
Mikey.
resorts.
Okay,
Um,
Mikey's saying from what Braden at Mickey View said, it won't be the same Indiana Jones. Be a new concept. So,
and I will say, if it
uh,
were the same Indiana Jones, I would be fine with that because, quite
uh,
frankly, that's one of my favorite rides, if not my favorite ride, um, at any Disney park.
yeah, it's
Just
fantastic. Yeah,
it's an experience. It really
it
is.
is.
Um,
Yeah,
I mean, what they accomplished with that ride is just incredible. I rode it back to back
I
on my
agree.
at the end of the night on my last trip. You really get down to brass tacks when you're at the end of your trip. I mean, the people that live near the parks don't get this, but when you don't live close to the parks and you don't get to go frequently, you get to the end of
Yeah,
the night. It's just me. There's nobody else, making decisions. I was the last one left in the park, and I said what I want to do. And we hadn't done we hadn't done Space Mountain yet, so I made sure to do
oh
that.
yeah,
Um,
right.
but I wanted to do Indiana
Yeah,
Jones
you
again.
get down to it,
Um,
yeah. You get down
and
to it,
so
and
yeah,
that's when the decision, you know, is made,
yeah,
as to what your Follow the
yeah.
Bradley's fun.
Hey,
Yeah,
welcome in.
South America.
Yeah. And Mikey
Yeah.
says it would be Mayan theme since that area is supposed to be uh, uh, Central America.
Mhm.
So hey,
Mhm. Welcome in,
yeah,
guys.
if that's what you want to do, that's fine.
Yeah.
I
Be sure to take part in our
I could
poll.
buy
We
into
got a
that.
poll going. Yeah, we got a poll going, guys.
Yeah,
Be
how are we
sure
looking on the
and
poll?
yeah, take part in that. We've got let's see, we've got 18 votes so far. Food and wine is at 17%. Festival of the Arts is 28. Flower and Garden is at
Hmm,
33, and Festival of Holidays at
yeah,
22. So Flower and Garden is currently ahead with a 33%. Thanks for your
yeah.
votes, guys. That's just kind of fun.
Central South America is what they're doing, and Kanto's
Mhm.
Colombia. Well, there you go. There you
Mhm.
go. So
Yeah.
anyway, I am excited about the prospect of. I'm always excited
Mhm.
about the prospect of getting something fresh and new, something we haven't seen somewhere else.
Yeah,
I was hoping they'd
absolutely.
throw us a little bit of a bone on Tron, or
Mhm.
Remy, but they're both carbon copy. But anyway, so I mean, if they're going to do an Encanto ride, then I'm interested to see
Oh, yeah.
what they do. I'm
Yeah.
excited about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Follow the Bradleys. What have you guys heard about it? Have you heard about this expansion? Have y'all heard anything on the grapevine as uh, to what they're doing? South America, yeah,
mm,
has been my suggestion for over a decade. So follow the Bradleys fun. And you're 100% right. It's definitely pretty a stray flower and garden. Um,
I will say
even for
we never got Beastly Kingdom at Animal Kingdom. They
that's true.
there
Yeah,
were teases there. Uh,
there were there
but
were
uh, but
there
anyway, we
were
never
there were
got
rebels, weren't
there's
they?
still the dragon on the park benches outside the park. Um,
Leave it to Tina to bring it
yeah,
down to where the rubber meets the road.
yeah, of course. Um, but yeah, I love the Indiana Jones ride
Uh,
at Disneyland.
oh yeah,
So anyway, we'll see what they end up doing. I'm in Kanto. I think they could do a really pretty job with it. Lots of flowers, pretty
oh
colors.
yeah, oh it would be
Um,
gorgeous. Yeah,
yeah.
it would be absolutely gorgeous for sure. There's no
Yeah,
question
what
that
was
I
it? Was it
agree.
what? So was it 2 years ago? They threw the blue sky of the some sort of Moana boat projection ride, which again just sounds like a nightmare for people with motion sickness.
Exactly.
um, so definitely people be hammering some Dramamine
Right.
before riding that kind of ride.
Oh.
But um, let's see. So what was it? It was what Moana and Zootopia, I believe, was the previous
Mhm.
2 years ago
Mhm.
Blue Sky.
It was. Well,
So
we'll
it sounds like
see
they kind of
here.
refined it. You know,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. There you go. Beastly Kingdom Imagineers defected to Universal and used some concepts from that in Islands of Adventure. Yeah, that's the Lost Kingdom area. Um,
mhm. Mhm.
but between Wizarding
Yeah.
World and Seuss Land
Yeah.
Landing.
And that's fun, yeah. And there have been even more defections since then. So it's going to be real interesting to see what they do with Epic Universe.
Yeah,
And
I
yeah,
like Tina's
so
pun up there. That's her
yeah,
gift. Um,
yeah.
but yeah,
It is your
uh,
gift, Tina. We appreciate you
I'm
too.
very I'm excited about the idea of something new. Uh, you know,
Absolutely.
yeah, Zootopia is supposedly replacing A Bug's Life in the Tree. Yeah, I remember them
Mhm.
calling that out.
The
And
bunny burrow, I guess, it's so
yeah,
I guess it's gonna could be the bunny burrow underneath the
yeah,
tree. You're not gonna get anything that
yeah,
that goes under the tree any better than A Bug's
yeah,
Life.
yeah,
But, I love Zootopia. I am totally gonna miss that ginormous, horrifying Hopper animatronic. I'm just one
yeah,
of those people. I love it. I love A Bug's Life. I think
yeah.
it's cute, cute, cute.
Welcome in, Jennifer.
My granddaughter Kylie loved it. But Zootopia Bunny Burrow, okay, I can go with Bunny Burrow. I'm down with that. Yeah. Hey
Uh,
Jennifer, welcome
yeah.
in.
Mikey says to clarify, Blue Sky was Moana and Zootopia. That's what I thought. But the boat ride was
Yes.
themed Moana just for the patent, of the ride vehicle since it was new. Yeah, they
Right.
never said
Right.
Moana was going to be the ride system they were using for it. Okay, never mind.
Right. And they never they never really said which park that would go in. That
Yeah,
was again, that was some
but
cryptic blue sky from
yeah.
them. Uh,
What was I going to say?
but yeah.
I lost it. Yeah. So the
Zootopia
only
doesn't
thing that
really
bums
come
me
to
out is,
Mhm.
we lost the Bugs Land at California Adventure, and it turned to Avengers Campus, and Avengers
Yeah.
Campus has not been everything people had hoped it would be.
No. No, that's
I
true.
think if they eventually at some point open that other ride
Jennifer, good to see you.
the King Thanos ride, I think they could
Mhm.
get there.
Mhm.
It could be, it's just, it's missing something. Um,
It is. I think they
it's like,
realize that.
there was a cast
I
member
agree.
I overheard talking to guests at Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln on our trip
Mhm.
to Disneyland back in December of this past year. And
Mhm.
he said he felt like Avengers Campus was like when they opened Galaxy's Edge before Rise was ready.
Ah.
Before opening Rise. So it's like
Ah.
you've got this really cool land, but
Mhm.
there's something missing. And so anyway,
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting to overhear a cast member saying that. But
Yeah. Yeah.
anyway,
And I
um,
agree.
yeah,
I think a lot of us agree. Now I will have to say I was much happy. And I have in fairness, I have not been to Avengers Campus, but I did not all the mudslinging that went on at Galaxy's Edge before they put in Rise of Resistance, I never really agreed with that
yeah,
because I loved the theming of that land. I think the theming is just a home run.
yeah, it is.
There were so many things that I really loved about that land. The Millennium Falcon, guys, to walk up on the Millennium Falcon sitting there, you
Yeah,
know, I mean, Jeff and I were like standing there with our mouths hanging open, and we were
uh-huh.
there like the second or third day that land opened in Disneyland.
Yeah,
So, I mean, it was like, I mean, we looked at each other. I said, "Baby, it's the Millennium Falcon." He said, "I know." It's
it
like, gee.
really is incredible.
So, I mean,
And
we've
you
seen it so
completely,
many times now. For me, it's
yeah,
always fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy. It doesn't get old for me, but
yeah,
that first time you walk around that corner and see the daggum Millennium Falcon sitting there
yeah.
and bigger than life is just whoa. So yeah,
But I did want to
yeah.
mention, so we went to Disneyland back in 2017, and then went again this past
Oh
year.
no, no, no,
Um,
no, Bradley's. I'm resistance all the way.
um, I so anyway, talking about the conversion from A Bug's Land to Avengers Campus. The thing about A Bug's Land was there were so many kids rides all in a very small area.
Mhm.
So that's really like, yeah,
Yes.
you don't have
Yes.
that anymore. And granted, you have some eating places. I get that, but it just seemed like, for to me, like that area was much more kid friendly. And I get you have you've got some of that over in Pixar Pier, but I just felt like a Bugs Land could eat up a lot more people. And you could ride much. You could go ride all these smaller rides.
Did you just say a Bugs Land could eat up a lot more people?
Yeah, I did. Me- Meaning
Little
that
Freudian
more
slip.
more people would be in that area versus what you have passing through Avengers Campus now.
Right.
You had people waiting in line to ride these fun little kid rides.
Oh, okay.
So
Freudian slip there, folks.
yeah,
Yeah.
but anyway,
Or Jennifer.
um, yeah, there you
Right,
go.
Jennifer.
But anyway, so
Yikes.
that was
Yikes.
my thought on it.
Yeah.
And I mean, Avengers Campus is neat, but I just I hate to see I guess sometimes double dipping, if you will. You move from a Bugs, you get rid of a Bugs Life, the Bugs Life presence there at Disney California Adventure. Now you're going to get rid of it at Animal Kingdom. I just hate I hate to see things rotated out. For example, Jillian, she loved meeting Pocahontas at Animal Kingdom. There's a little
Yeah.
area,
Yes. Yes.
and now
Yeah.
that's Moana is where you can meet her. Um, and so, yeah, there you go. Mikey
Yeah.
says a
Don't
Bugs
we
Land
have
had
enough
4 attractions.
space?
Marvel
Yeah.
has 1 currently. Technically,
Well, they have,
technically,
but see, now
there's
keep in
the
mind
there's
the
Mission
whole
Breakout and the
Sony.
Web Slingers.
Yeah.
Um, and
Yeah.
so
Well, and keep in mind, that they're fighting that whole division thing with Universal and
yeah,
Sony over the Marvel characters too. That's
yeah.
that's still an issue. So when you cross the, what is it, the um, crossover? What?
It's not as big a deal
There's
out there in
the
California as it
boundary.
is in Florida. Yeah, you're talking about the same area, taking the same footprint. Yeah, there you go, Mikey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there
Yeah.
were 4 as to where there's 1 now, which is
Right.
exactly what I meant. Oh, cool. There you
Yeah.
go.
Oh,
Paula Bradley's son said I saw
great.
Pocahontas just a few days ago at Animal Kingdom.
Yes.
She
Yeah.
was meeting toward the front of the
Mississippi
park. There you
River.
go,
There you go. Follow the
Mississippi.
Bradleys. Thank
There
you
you
for
go.
the assist. Yeah, it's like east and west of Mississippi. Exactly. Thank you for that assist.
Yeah.
The South Pocahontas. Okay, just for the record, guys, if I have let's say Pocahontas, I want to be Pocahontas or
Moana.
no.
No.
Um,
What are you talking about?
well,
I don't know what you're
they
talking
said
about.
that they met Pocahontas the
Oh
other
yeah.
day, and instead of we were talking about y'all, my brain is gone.
No. Okay. Well, anyway, what I was talking about
The
was,
little Madrigal
um,
girl.
huh?
This is Encanto from Encanto.
Oh, Mirabelle.
Mirabelle.
Yeah.
If I have a choice between meeting Mirabelle or Pocahontas, it's gonna be Pocahontas every time. Just
Yeah.
saying. Just saying.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Jillian loves Pocahontas. It's her favorite. And so
Thank
there,
you.
there was a dedicated area to meet Pocahontas at Animal Kingdom, which
Yes.
Follower
Yes.
Bradley's son said they were able to meet Pocahontas. So
Yeah.
Pocahontas was meeting at
Okay,
Animal
so
Kingdom the other
okay,
day.
she was towards the front of the
Yeah.
park. Well, cool. That's
Um,
encouraging. Yeah, it's a
but
stupid
anyway,
contract.
it's-
I'm sorry, we're jumping back and forth between
yeah.
topics here. If you follow us,
But
you're
anyway,
following us.
there was dedicated meeting space. Now it's Moana, but the thing is, you can already meet Moana at her attraction at Epcot. So I just I hate situations where you're double dipping. And you can meet.
Right.
You've got spaces where you could have other characters featured, but you're featuring the
Right.
same characters over and over again. That's what
Yes.
I'm saying. Outside of Mickey Mouse and the and Fab Five, obviously. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. But I love that they have that they still have Pocahontas. She does the flotilla at Animal
yeah,
Kingdom. There's a fairly recent short that I took of Pocahontas passing by on a flotilla at Animal Kingdom. up on the channel if y'all want to see her.
Yeah.
And I did the whole Wing Goppo thing, and she saw me. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. This is true, Tina. Tina says
Oh
Moana's the new
yes,
shiny object.
Maui. But who
Yeah.
you gonna get
Which
to
is
play? Okay,
which is another pun. Thanks for that, Tina. Yeah, I think they have, I think they've got, I think it's kind of almost a Wreck-It Ralph-esque, thing with the Maui costume where,
probably so. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Like how do you do that?
yeah,
Okay, but here's the thing.
it's got giant arms that
Follow the
can't really hold a
Bradleys.
pencil or anything.
I am going to dig up the meet and greet that we did with Tarzan years ago. Now I realize that Tarzan is not huge like Maui or Wreck-It Ralph,
Yeah,
but guys, this guy was unbelievable. Do you remember him,
I do.
Liam?
Yeah,
If you can find somebody that looks like that to play Tarzan, I'm sorry,
yeah.
you can find a bodybuilder to play Maui. It's just wow. This guy, I have to find those pictures, y'all. I have to find. He was like the perfect Tarzan.
Mm,
Wow, he was great. So
yeah,
yeah, Disney can find people,
yeah.
y'all. They can find Maui. They can. Yeah, yeah.
But let's see.
Uh,
On to the next slide
yeah, you
here.
better move on.
There's a trailer for the Acolyte, which is a new series that we'll get on Disney Plus. It's featured during the High Republic era of Star Wars, so that predates the prequels. So it's pre-prequels, if you will.
It does. It is. It is. They announced the trailer,
Mhm.
which came out today. And y'all, if y'all haven't watched it, go watch it. There will be a 2 episode premiere, and um, this is going to be really cool, y'all. I think. Go to that next slide.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
we're getting bits and pieces of this. Y'all, this is going to be all new Star
Sure
Wars
about.
content. I watched the I watched the trailer for this. You can find it if you want to see it. I watched the trailer for this, and I'll tell you, I'm pretty excited about this. Let's see. Uh, well, Jennifer, I am too. I'll just be honest with you. I'm excited about this too because it's all new Star Wars content. I thought the trailer was very Star Wars esque. The look was right. The look was Star Wars. I think I'm really hoping they're going to do this thing right, y'all. The Acolyte will premiere on Disney Plus on June the 4th, and it was created by showrunner and executive producer Leslie Headland. It stars Carrie Ann Moss, who played Trinity in the Matrix movies, if y'all remember the Matrix movies, which I absolutely love. Amanda Stenberg, Lee Jung Jae, Manny Jacinto, Daphne King, Charlie Barnett, Jodie Turner Smith, Rebecca Henderson, Dean Charles Chapman, and Jonas Sotamo. Um, the, Disney, here's Disney's official description of this one. Okay. This is from the first announcement that they did in 2020. Quote, The Acolyte is a mystery thriller that will take viewers into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era. Hang on just a second. Let me close that. A former Padawan reunites with her Jedi Master to investigate a series of crimes, but the forces they confront are more sinister than they ever anticipated. End quote. That was Disney's official description from the first announcement that they did in 2020.
Mm,
Now, what we've gotten, some more since then. And here's kind of another piece that the little nugget they've thrown us. The drama unfolds about a century before the events of the Phantom Menace. Now think
Yeah.
about that. An entire century before the events of the Phantom Menace, during a time when the Sith were still in hiding,
Yeah.
getting ready to make their move to take over the galaxy. Aside from canon novels, the High Republic era is totally unexplored in any live action or animated Star Wars project.
Yeah.
So, this, I think, Carrie-Anne Moss looked so natural in that trailer. We're going to, I won't give away, no spoilers on the trailer, but I'm going to give you some of my observations from the premiere, William, and then you can kind of give, what you thought about it or from the trailer. The tagline is, "In an age of light, a darkness rises." So, ooh, that's going to be good. Go to that next slide, William.
Sorry.
If you don't mind. Excuse me. Love that Carrie-Anne Moss is in this. Sorry, y'all. And we also see some familiar species in the story.
It's a High Republic, Jonathan.
Yes. So it is. Yeah, it's gonna. I think it's gonna be really good. I really do. Yeah. So I'm excited about this too. I think it had a really good Star Wars feel to it. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with this one. I really am. I don't now I will say I haven't seen Dave Filoni or John Favreau's names mentioned in this, which makes me a little nervous because Kathleen Kennedy is one of the executive producers. That makes me nervous. We are not fans of Kathleen Kennedy and what she's done with Star Wars, so we'll have to see. But yeah, this is what did you think about the trailer, William?
I thought it was fine. I mean, it kind of seemed, I guess, kind of, I don't know, Matrix-y. I mean, it's funny that Carrie-Anne Moss is in this. But I think I'm interested. I mean, this is kind of a different, it's a different era. Again, it's been portrayed in comic books and stuff. But this is a different era than we're used to seeing. So I mean, we'll see. I'm interested. I've still not watched Andor. A bunch of people said Andor's real good.
Mm-hmm.
I've still not watched Andor. I still haven't watched the second season of Star Wars Visions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of other things I haven't. There's anything else Star Wars wise I haven't seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm loosely interested. I think the lightsaber, obviously a bunch of lightsabers. This is an era where the Jedi are. I mean, you kind of think about it in terms of there being balance in the Force. The Force is incredibly imbalanced at this time. There's not a balance between light and darkness. And so, it's overwhelmingly light. So, when this darkness that will arise in this show rises, it's going to be very shocking to the Jedi because, they are, this is a period where, hey, there are seemingly no Sith-esque, Sith-like threats to the Jedi at this time. So anyway, we shall see. Yeah, I'm interested. Saw Wookiee in the trailer. We've seen well, sorry. So the other thing, I'm going to go ahead and throw that out. I will spoil. I don't care. Sorry, but I mean, granted, it's kind of it's not really a spoiler. It could be a thing. It may not be a thing. But from what I've heard, Plo Koon, when he dies, spoiler there. But when he dies in Revenge of the Sith, episode 3, he died. It's said that he's roughly 380 something years old. So therefore, if you do a little bit of math, he would be alive during this time. I mean,
That's true.
you think about it. So there's a good chance you could see an adolescent, Plo Koon in this show.
Wow! Oh my gosh, that would be. Would that be awesome?
Yeah. Same thing with Yoda. I mean, Yoda's like, when you're 900 something years old, look as good you will die, is what he tells Luke. And so, yeah. Yeah. Well, he's speaking of spoilers for the trailer. Oops. Well, yeah. But yeah, it could be a thing. It could not be a thing. Somebody took a screen grab of a younger looking whatever Plo Koon's race is in Star Wars. There's a younger looking character. Somebody grabbed a screen grab from the trailer and said, "This could very well be Plo Koon. It could not. Who knows?" It's all speculation. Right. But I mean, him and Yoda would have been around this time. They would have existed at this time. So
they absolutely would have. Him, Yoda both.
There's a good chance we could see either one of them or both or neither of them. We'll see.
See, I would. That's true because they surprise us. We hope. We hope sometimes to see certain characters and we don't. We don't get them, and then sometimes they. The characters. Come into some of these. Into some of these Disney Plus series. But I would love to see Plo Koon. Of course, Plo Koon is the Jedi Master who discovers Ahsoka at age 3 on her home planet of Sheely.
Tales of the Jedi on Disney Plus.
So, and yes, that is Tales of the Jedi. But yeah, that I had not thought of Plo Koon and Yoda. That's an excellent point. Now, see, I thought it had a really nice. I didn't think of. I mean, even though it has Carrie-Anne Moss, I didn't get the Matrix feel at all, but it was to me.
There's lots of
Star Wars-ish.
Yeah,
and apparently there's going to be some really good lightsaber duels.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I will say there in the trailer, just generally speaking, there was a pretty substantial amount of in tight hand-to-hand combat. So that's why it felt Matrix-y to me.
Yeah. So I think it looks good. So I'm interested. Again, the only thing that concerns me is that Kathleen Kennedy is listed as one of the executive producers with no mention of Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, whom we trust far more with the Star Wars universe than we do Kathleen Kennedy. So
herself,
we shall see. Yes, we shall see. Kathleen Kennedy has.
I'm interested. It's a different time period, so I'm interested. We'll see.
Yeah, I am too. It's going to be all new Star Wars content, and y'all, new Star Wars content. Sign me up. Yeah. It is said that nobody, hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans.
That's true,
and that is not us. We, I feel like we have a balance, when we're talking about Star Wars, Obi-Wan, I feel like we have a pretty balanced view. We don't pick it to death. We're not overly critical. We're critical where we feel like we need to be.
Yeah.
But check our playlist, guys. We did episode by episode reviews on all 3 seasons
Book of Boba Fett, Mandalorian,
the Book of Boba Fett, and Ahsoka. So check those out. And Obi-Wan Kenobi. So check those out. We love Star Wars. Absolutely love it. So we shall see. Maybe we can do that. Would be fun to do. Maybe we could do that, William. I don't know what your schedule is going to look like. We'll have to check that. But if we could do the episode by episode reviews, would be really fun with content that we've never seen before. So okay, moving along to the D23 Disney Fan Event, i.e. the Disney convention, has been announced some more information we've been given on this year's event, which is August the 9th through the 11th in Anaheim. So last year it was Destination D23. It was at Walt Disney World, and this is going to be the full event this year in Anaheim. So, is there anybody who's planning on going? You guys, are y'all? Is anybody planning on going to? We are D23 Gold members, but pardon my y'all. There's the first one. We've never been to a D23 event. I know that Amy goes a lot. AJC Magic TV. There are several in our community who go, but at any rate, again, it'll be held in Anaheim, August the 9th, 10th, and 11th. The tickets will go on sale. There are different tiers of tickets. And, if you're D23, you have, an early shot at the tickets. They go pretty quick. They go pretty quickly, guys. You can see there, when you might have your shot. D23 Gold member pre-sale, 12 p.m. Pacific time on the 26th. And then Wednesday, March 27th, Visa cardholder pre-sale, which is also interesting that they give the Visa cardholders a pre-sale opportunity there. And then on Thursday, March 28th, all D23 members, Gold and General, will go on sale at noon. So the 26th, 27th, and 28th, if you are a Gold member, you're going to get first shot at some of those tickets. So keep an eye on that, guys. If you're if you're interested, these are kind of the tickets at a glance. You can check out that chart to see what you'd be interested in. The different tiers of tickets come with different perks, so it kind of depends A, what you want to do, and B, how much money you have to cover it. But so there's that. If you want to take you can look that up, or if you want to take a screenshot of that and just
they got panel and presentation, shopping, immersive experiences, Disney Entertainment Showcase, Disney Experience Showcase, Experiences Showcase, Disney Legends Ceremony, and preferred floor seating. If you were to get all of those, that's the D23 Ultimate Preferred Fan Pass.
Ultimate Preferred, yeah. So yeah, that would be it. It would be fun. It really would. Yep. It would be fun. Also, to be honored at this year's D23 Fan Event is the new class of Disney Legends. I thought this was, a lot of these, some of these
were way overdue.
Absolutely. So this is the new class, guys. They will be honored. The new Disney Legends include Colleen Atwood, Angela Bassett, Martha Blanding, James Brooks, James Cameron, Jamie Lee Curtis, Miley Cyrus, Steve Ditko, Harrison Ford, hello, Mark Henn, Frank Oz, hello, Kelly Ripa, Joe Rody, oh my goodness, and John Williams. Wow. So what a class there.
Yeah. Star-studded class here. Just incredible. And also, I believe Miley Cyrus is the youngest ever Disney legend.
Okay.
And the first, first of her, decade, I guess, of being born to be a Disney legend.
Her era, as it were. Possibly so.
But you look at some serious legends here. James Cameron, Harrison Ford, Frank Oz, Joe Rody, John Williams.
It's crazy.
Those are all massive, massive in their respective areas. My goodness.
Yeah.
Not to say that the others aren't, but my goodness. John Williams. Have provided so many epic, themes.
How is he not already a Disney legend? And Joe Rody. Come on.
And it makes you wonder if it's a situation where they ask and they're like, "Hey, do you want to go in? And I wonder, if they
I
ask
don't
them, or if
know.
it's just a hey, we picked
I
you
don't know.
this year. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's Steve Ditko too. I don't,
Mhm.
I don't want to. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Steve Ditko amongst them. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, it's it's man, very
Yeah.
impressive class.
Mhm.
I'm obviously more familiar with some of their work versus others. Um, but man, yeah, a star-studded class. My goodness.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Really, really, really good group. I think. Um, yeah. I think that's just amazing. Amazing class, and hopefully, all of this, guys. If you don't attend, they do on Disney Parks YouTube channel. They live stream the majority of this,
Mm,
and so we should be able to watch this and have the best seat in the house without paying $1 million for that top tier ticket and
yeah,
a plane ticket to the convention center in Anaheim. But and it would be a lot of fun to go. But I am looking forward to seeing this, and I love that they do live stream,
yeah.
on Disney Plus, and so we'll get to watch it. We'll get to watch it. I'm looking forward to it. Just take a look. And I usually, I mean, when they had so much of the so many of the Star Wars, they had so many of the Star Wars actors that they interviewed. I watched it every day, and it was just amazing. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
And let's see, I think that was all on that. Let's
Yeah.
see. And just last but not least, here, guys, in the news, there is an eclipse coming. Oh my goodness. There is an eclipse, a
Solar
solar
eclipse.
eclipse on April the 8th. We are not necessarily Disney news, but still worth noting. I remember the last eclipse that we had, Adam, our youngest son, was still in high school.
Mm,
And I called his school and said, hey, are you guys, doing, anything for the eclipse? I thought surely their science class, or something would be
yeah.
observing the eclipse. And they said that they didn't have anything planned. And so I went to the school and got him out. I said, hey, I'm going to take him out of school. We'll be back in an hour, hour and a half because he's going to see this eclipse.
Yeah.
And it was also, we were also in the path of total
Have a good night, Dean.
darkness then.
Yeah.
So,
That's incredible.
thanks, Dean. Thanks, Dean. And so I had like Sundrop and Star Crunch, Little Debbie Star Crunch, and I had the thing
Moon pie.
food. I had I had the junk food. It's so yeah. I should have put some of those pictures
Yeah.
in here from the last one. I may do that next week, but we had a good time. Watched it with my husband's welding helmet,
Uh-huh.
and it was just fun. I just felt like this doesn't happen very often. I felt like it was really important for Adam, for Adam to to be able to enjoy this, and we
Yeah.
watched it from our backyard,
Yeah.
and it was just it was really cool. So April the 8th, guys, pick so many people actually. Our town, we're in Northeast Texas now. Dallas, where William is also going to be in the path of total darkness.
Yeah.
Um, Hot Springs, Arkansas. Go to the next one. William is a
Okay.
map there of and we have already been told that the population of our town is going to double. They're thinking it. There are going to be that many people. There are that many. Our hotels are booked up. They're
Wow.
telling people go ahead and and get groceries. A few days before, get gas a few days before.
Yeah.
Because there are going to be a lot of people here for that. So there's the band of all of the areas that will be in total darkness, and it comes right across the heart of Texas there. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, yeah. And I went ahead. Okay, your our local Ace Hardware. Ace is the place, y'all. Our local Ace Hardware. I went, today, and I got my Eclipse glasses.
Nice.
Okay, so
That's
these are
pretty funny.
$2.99 a piece for these little cardboard glasses, y'all. But look at that. It's pretty cool.
I like
Yeah.
how one of
So
the islands shapes is Texas and the
yeah,
other island shape is Arkansas.
how cool is
Was
that?
it what's it say? 2 states? Was it twice as nice? I can't remember. Two
Yeah.
states.
Celebration, Texarkana.com,
What's
2024. And there's how cool is that?
show me the other ear, the Arkansas side ear.
Yeah.
2 states,
Yeah.
total eclipse. There you go. April
Yeah.
5th through 8th, 2024.
Yeah. So it's fun. Now it says on this conforms to and meets the transmission requirements of ISO,
Mm,
and there's a reference number there. Filters for direct observation of the sun. So
nice.
so fun stuff here, guys. I'm really excited about this. So I'm ready, and I think I don't know if I'll be able to see better with Joe's welding helmet,
Yeah.
but I can tell you that these glasses are completely dark. I can't see anything through them. So and I
Yeah.
can see that I can see my ring light. So I can see some light. I guess they have to be, as protective. So there they are.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready. These are $2.99. So check if you live in the path of total darkness, check at your Ace Hardware store because they have these.
Right.
$2.99 a piece. So I'm ready. And again, it's going to be interesting because with the last solar eclipse, so many people, were, out in the country, y'all. We're going to drag out those welding helmets and
Yeah.
and have those. But it was so much fun. I loved it. As I said, took him out of school, and then we did the whole eclipse thing, and he was really excited. I mean, he totally enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Adam is just has a lot of interest. He's really interested in things like that, and he really appreciated me getting him out of school to see that. He said I needed to see that, Mom. I said,
Yeah.
yeah, you did. So so here's a little different. This is an AccuWeather
Map.
map that shows some of the
path.
cities there. You've got Dallas and Killeen, lots of the Texas hot springs in Arkansas, all the way up into got Bloomington, Cleveland, and Buffalo. So
Yeah.
up in the corner there. So it's gonna be so And this is a picture that I'd absolutely love. This is Jillian's picture, y'all, that she took. Look at the wait time.
Yep.
It's a beautiful
Picture
picture
of the Haunted Mansion standby
yeah.
entrance wait time sign.
Yeah. And it says 13 minutes. The wait time is 13 minutes. So
Which means walk on.
Lucky 13.
That know that.
13, 13, 13.
Same thing with the Haunted Mansion and the Tower of Terror. If it's 13, that means it's a walk on currently.
Yeah.
For your
But I thought it was neat because obviously, they're 13, the hour is 13 on the clock inside the Haunted Mansion, and the address is 1313, and lucky 13.
What's interesting and kind of eerie about this picture, and I think it's just the shutter. Maybe it's just the reflection off the shutter lens. But if you look above the point at the top of the ironwork here, there's a little 13 that's flipped around backwards. So I think it's just the shutter picking up. you can't y'all can't make it out as well probably. But there's a little backwards 13. That's
that could be
that I think is just the reflection of that light coming off of the wait time sign against the shutter or the lens of the camera. Pretty cool.
I just thought that was cool. Yeah, 13 candles on the birthday cake, Mike. Exactly. The number 13 appears a lot in the Haunted Mansion, and I just love this picture that Jillian took there. And that is it for the slideshow. I hope we've really enjoyed talking about the Acolyte and the expansion and so many things that are coming up. It's just it's there's a lot going on. I'll have to say these latest announcements have it's nice to be excited about some Disney announcements again.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a little we haven't been real excited about some most of the Disney announcements that have been made recently, but these are good. A Bug's Life, okay, underneath the Tree of Life. I mean, there's some things that need to be redone. Dino Land needs to be redone, obviously. So yeah, excited about that. And Mike says one of his favorite 13s is on the doors of the last elevator, just as the door separates. 13 appears. Okay, Mike. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So our cousins, our cousins, the Haunted Mansion is not the only haunted property at Disney. We have cousins in the Tower of Terror. So yeah, it's neat. It's just fun. I like it. I love it too, Mike. But I hope y'all enjoyed that. The total solar eclipse will take place at the moon's ascending node on Monday, April the 8th, 2024, visible across North America and dubbed the Great North American Eclipse or the Great American Total Solar Eclipse by some of the media. Folks, some people have bought special telescopes for watching this thing. And if I had an extra, $300 lying around, I would probably do that. But there are also, look up, guys, on, YouTube and probably Pinterest and some other, and I'm guessing NASA. Now, I didn't look, but I'm guessing that NASA probably has some experiments and cool things that you can do, to prepare, for the eclipse and during the eclipse. There's some cool things that you can do. So check all of that out. Okay.
Mikey, that's a great point. I never really thought about that. Mikey says, because on the elevator door is the letter B. So when it splits, it makes a 1 and a 3. I hadn't thought about that. I'd noticed the B before, but I hadn't thought about the idea of splitting it.
Yeah.
And
makes it a 13.
Make it a 13. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you bringing that up, Mikey.
Yeah, that is cool. I knew that. I don't know how I knew it.
Yeah.
But I knew it. That's one, some things you, and I don't remember why, whether somebody had pointed it out to me or what, but I bet it's Stewie Karaoke singing Total Eclipse of the Heart. I love it, Jonathan. There's so many. Yeah, that's we need to work up an Eclipse playlist, right? For Eclipse playlist. Okay.
All righty. So this is week 3. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember. So did I win the first week and then you won the second week, or vice versa?
We didn't do a duel. We did do a duel. I've won one and you've won one.
Yeah. I can't remember the order in which.
Right. And I won the first one and you won last week.
Okay, there you go.
So this is
so I'll let you kick it off this week. So Mom's opening up a pack of I'm opening a pack of the Rise of the Flood board, and Mom is opening a first chapter pack of Lorcana cards. So Mike says he got a 3 packs of Into the Inklands. He got a legendary and a super rare. That's a good pack. That's good. Legendary and a super rare.
Are you serious? Solid. Okay. Mike, from now on, I'm going to let you pick out my Lorcana packs.
There you go.
Man, that's
You wanted all off, but didn't get any. Okay.
Didn't get one. Yeah. Well, which legendary did you get? That's crazy to get.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here we go.
That's nuts. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here we go. Okay. All right, let me, guys, get over here. All right.
He doesn't remember.
Okay. Okay. All right. So the first few guys are going to be commons.
Yep.
You
Commons and
have
uncommons.
you have commons and uncommons. You have a rare, a super rare, and then you have the legendary, which is
You
the
have two rare
legendary.
slots and then a hollow slot.
Yes. Yes. And so we'll
Yes,
see.
I know she's peeking, Tina.
I am peeking. I like I like to look at it. Okay, so here is the first one. This is a
Hey, hey.
common, and that's hey
Or hee
hey. And the
hee.
hee hee.
John. Hee
I had a friend.
hee.
I had a friend tell me that he was going to go get the hee hee magnet, and of course I just it's like oh gosh. I said John, it's hey hey. There we go. Yeah. So there's hey hey, really cute.
Artwork. He's
One
about to
there.
walk
And of
off the
course,
boat.
yeah. So the next one is okay. I don't have this one. Another common.
Freeze. Got Elsa. Freezing.
Elsa
It's an action
with
card.
two lore there. It's an action card. Really pretty. Okay.
Jennifer
And
says,
the
I'm so
next
glad I
one.
don't collect these cards. Pins are enough. Yeah, I feel that. Stolen Scimitar.
Oh, look at that. Now I don't have this one.
Nice. Another
Stolen Scimitar. Wow.
item card there.
Yeah, no, I don't have any item. I don't know if well, I know I don't have any of these yet. I don't have any repeats in this. Another common, guys.
Develop your brain. Shout
Wow, I'm
out to
getting
the Sword in the Stone.
actions. I'm getting actions.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I love that Sword in the Stone card there. I'm getting actions and objects. Wow.
Was it an action card, Mike, or was it a location card? Because there are location cards that are sideways and into the Inklands, because that's the first set where you have locations. Here's a boo.
There's a boot. Now I do have this one.
Looks like we got a little Aladdin theme going on with this pack here, maybe.
It
The
does, yeah.
stolen scimitar and a boo.
Yeah. Kind of a neat one. Okay. And coming up, another common.
There's Kristoff.
Krista, I do not have this one. I'm getting some that I don't have, which I love in this set. So there's Kristoff. Okay. And okay, so here's the uncommon.
Belle. Neat.
And this is now that's a neat one. I don't have this one yet.
Infinite
cool is that?
Engineer. Yeah, that's cool.
That's neat. Now this is kind of like this is Belle as her father, basically as an inventor. I love that. I love that. Okay, so now we're headed into the.
You got two more uncommons to get to before you get to the rare slots.
There we go.
You got Maximus from Tangled.
And I do have Maximus. I do have this card.
Relentless. I can't read the bottom. Pursuer. There we go. Relentless Pursuer. The Maximus.
I don't know if I have this one. It seems like I might have. Yeah, have that. Okay. So
next uncommon, Starkey.
I do have Starkey. I do have this one.
One of the pirates from Captain Hook's crew.
Yeah. I do have that one. Okay. And then.
All right, here we go. Should be getting the rare slot. Our first rare.
First rare.
Is Lady Tremaine.
Yeah. So that's a good one.
Wicked Stepmother.
Now, I don't have this one. I love the colors. In that one. Wicked Stepmother. Okay.
All right. Next, we got another rare. Maleficent.
Maleficent.
Pretty card. Uninvited Maleficent.
Yeah. I don't have this one. So that's it. That's neat. I do not have this one.
All right, here we go.
And that's and then this one.
And then a hollow. Is that a hollow rare? What is that?
Just hollow rare.
Yeah,
Yeah,
holo
it's a
rare
holo.
Flotsam. Nice. One of
See if I can see it.
Ursula's, what are the eels?
Mm-hmm.
Flotsam and Jetsam. But
Flotsam and
Flotsam there.
Jetsam. Yeah.
That's nice. It's nice to get a holo rare there. All right, so that's
Okay, and then this,
there's the puzzle piece.
the puzzle piece.
That brave
So
little Taylor Mickey.
that is not the puzzle piece that I'm.
Of
It's
course.
not the puzzle piece that I'm looking for.
All righty. So I have to be 2 rares and a and holo rare. So we'll see.
Right.
All right. So we
Right.
got got the
Okay.
Queen of Hearts here, Rise of the Floodboard, and it's also a Queen of Hearts pack artwork on the inside as well. So let's see if the Queen of Hearts can bring me some luck. I wore my B shirt tonight for Rise of the Floodboard. Yeah, see, I was upset that they didn't do the 3rd chapter doesn't do puzzle pieces either, Mike. They added a couple of instruction cards to teach people how to play with lands. I got Sneezy, so right off the bat, I have a new dwarf that I did not have previously. So that's exciting. Once I get all 7 of these, plus Snow White, I'm going to get them all together and show the how it creates one scene if you line them all up together. So there's Sneezy right off the bat. New card for me. Very, very allergic is Sneezy's tagline here. Got Jiminy Cricket, Pinocchio's Conscience. Next, we have Boone from Ryan the Last Dragon, Precocious Entrepreneur. Boone.
Nice. I like that one. Captain Boone. Captain Boone.
Verana, Fang Chief, also from Ryan the Last
Okay.
Dragon. Got a little
Love
Raya
it.
from the Last Dragon movement going
I
here.
really like Raya. Yeah.
Cruella
Oh,
DeVille.
Cruella.
What's it
Speaking
say
of
here?
Glenn Close.
Yeah, Glenn Close. So
Yeah.
Fashionable Cruiser. So there's Cruella DeVille. Next, we have The Last Cannon from Mulan. Item card. Now we have Pinocchio on the Run. Right here. Next, we have the Queen of Hearts. Impulsive Ruler, which I think I've got a couple of those. That's uncommon. Next, we have the Prince, Never Gives Up.
Oh, I love that one. Oh, I love that one.
Should be getting close to the rare slots here. Yep, first rare.
Okay.
Sleepy's
First
Flute.
rare.
Item
Oh,
card.
that's interesting.
So it's
Now
called
that's
Lorcana
interesting.
TCG, Mikey, where you keep track of your cards. It's called Lorcana TCG is the name of the app. You can go in and you can enter in your regular cards and your foils separately also, depending on what you get. So we have 1 rare. What's the next rare? Oh, we got a super rare. Grand Pobby.
Ooh.
Let's go. I don't have him. Oldest and wisest.
Oh,
All
I
right,
love
last
that.
card here of this
So
opening.
what you get?
What do I get here?
What you get? What you get? What you get?
Oh, Hollow Kronk. That's exciting.
Okay. Nice.
Junior Chipmunk, Hollow Kronk. So I think I won today. There we go. So there's Kronk. Hollow Rare matches your Hollow Rare. But the one that puts me over the top is this super rare Grand Pobby. So I think I've taken the rubber match here today.
You may have.
And
Yeah.
so anyway, so best 2 out of 3. I've won this round, I believe. So
Yeah, you got that super. Yeah, I did get a super rare. So yeah.
Gotta
We
grab
still
my
have now. You have
gotta grab my
I
sleeves.
have not pulled a legendary.
Yeah. So I've pulled 1 legendary.
Yeah.
How many packs deep? I have a little. I'm using tick marks to keep track of of how many packs I've opened. But
Oh.
anywhere or as I open them, I just go in and add another tick. But let's see here. Grab my binder. I had the sticky note stuck to the front of this binder previously, but then I moved it to the inside because I didn't want it to get knocked off or
Right.
Miko decided he wanted to play with it. So that was my 11th pack to open, Rise of the Floodborn. I've only opened one first chapter pack so far, and 0 into the Inklings. So that was my 11th pack I've opened. So I've opened 11 packs. I'd like to run through the numbers at some point, but I've only gotten one legendary card so far, which is below odds.
Yeah, and I haven't gotten any.
Yeah, they say about 1 in 5 packs you should ideally get a legendary, but it's all chance. It's all game of chance.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, and I haven't.
Nothing is guaranteed. I've seen people open. I've seen someone open a pack with 2 legendaries and an enchanted, and so that's
wow.
people talk about pack openings and another like in the like Japanese version of some of the Pokemon card packs. They'll have packs that have all holos in it, like the whole pack, and so it's referred to as a god pack. So that's what Lorcana's equivalent to a god pack would be is 2 legendary cards plus an enchanted. Yeah, I mean if that ever happens, you'll have to break out the smelling salts because that would just be absolutely insane. But anyway, I'm very excited and pleased with my pulls tonight. I'm glad to get some new stuff. I think, you hate to open 11 packs and feel like you're getting the same stuff over and over again whenever there's 204 cards in the set.
Right.
I am
exactly. I have several. I mean, you can put up to 4 duplicates in a deck. So,
so I do want to highlight something real quick. Jonathan says no enchanteds yet as of 30 yet at 34 packs so far. So I'm at 12 packs in, no enchanteds yet. I've only got the 1 legendary. There are people that have opened hundreds, and I mean hundreds of packs, and have 0 enchanted. Now,
like they've opened booster packs, like cases
like booster
of
boxes.
Packs. Yeah. Booster boxes.
I saw someone post earlier today that they've opened a little over 450 packs total. 450 packs. So do the math on that. If you do 450 packs at roughly, if you just did 500, we'll call it $5. Most packs will run you more than that, but if you were to spend $5 per pack, that's a lot of money. That's a Disney trip.
That's a lot.
That's a Disney trip.
It is. Yeah.
So anyway,
and I love Lorcana, but not that much.
So don't be discouraged. I was really excited for Mark and Irene having with them pulling their enchanted. So
they did. They pulled their enchanted.
It's crazy. It's all luck. If there's an enchanted card you really want, instead of opening packs to get it, you're probably better off just going out and buying it from somebody. Anyway, so I'm like I said, I'm pleased with the cards that opened up tonight. It's nice to get some new stuff. And really, I'm fine with getting duplicates of cards because you need duplicates of cards to help with building a deck and stuff to actually play the game, which is the next step for me. So, I think
collecting.
Yeah. So I think probably next steps for me, I wanted that. I've mentioned this before, but I want to do some more unboxings. It does seem like there's way more availability now. 4 packs.
Much
like
better.
you can go and buy packs online right now. You could go out to Amazon right now and buy a Rise of the Floodborn booster box, and I think that's like 10% off on Amazon right now. So it's like $130-ish before taxes and all that. But anyway, the supply is meeting.
Let me remind you.
Catching up with demand.
Let me remind you, if you have not voted in our poll, please do so. We have 21 votes, and we'll wrap this up in just a few minutes. What is your favorite Epcot festival? Okay, so we've got food and wine is at 19%. We've got Festival of the Holidays is at 24%. And Flower and Garden, interestingly enough, Flower and Garden and Festival of the Arts are now tied at 29%. So
Wow.
that's it. We've had 21 votes. So that's
neat.
yeah. So there we go for that.
But yeah, I'd like to do some videos on like storage and stuff. At some point, I really want to do a video on characters I'd like to see that maybe we haven't seen yet. So there's there's a lot of movies and stuff and characters they haven't gotten to yet because we're only 3 sets in, and I think they have like 10. I think they have like 10 years worth supposedly like planned already.
Wow!
So,
my gracious! Yeah.
Hopefully the game keeps up steam. But anyway, I'm enjoying it so far. The next step for me is to actually learn how to play. Our friends, wonderful out of a wonderful world of Walter, Mark and Irene have picked up learning how to play the game. So I'm looking forward to picking up on learning how to play the game. I'll probably start with the starter decks. Probably makes the most sense. They look like this. You see them in the store.
Yeah.
This is
that's one to do too.
So I think that's probably the next step for me. Like I said, I want to do some video unboxings also, which I've said that for a long time now, but I intend on carrying through. Anyway, that's the plan.
Yeah.
I've got, I mentioned this last week and probably the week before, but I've got 5 cards of first chapter and 5 cards of End of the Inklands, or not End of the Inklands, Rise of Floodborn. That I'd like to do a 5 versus 5 pack battle for to see which set I'm able to get the better pulls for.
Yeah, that would be a fun one. That'd be a really fun video to do.
What Jennifer said. Yeah, it's like the lottery. You only need 1 ticket to win. Exactly.
There
have been people that have opened a starter deck, their very first starter deck, and they got enchanted.
It's true. It's totally random. It's totally random. It's pretty much like the lottery for sure.
Yeah.
But we have enjoyed it. Again, there is a Lorcana app. Mike asked about the Lorcana app earlier. A Disney Lorcana TCG app is available. You can download that in order to keep up with the cards in your deck, the cards that you've already gotten, and, organize as you see fit. But it is nice to have that Lorcana app to kind of know, which cards you already have, because you can look and see which ones you already have.
Exactly.
So we're looking forward to playing. It's gonna be fun to get to play. Hopefully, almost to a point now that I can do that. I'm hoping to kind of slow down a little bit on some travel and what have you, and have time to do that. Are we ready for channel news?
I think so.
Okay. Channel news. New shorts from Jillian's Walt Disney World trip, guys. She put up some shorts, and she also did 2 live streams. So there's on the short, she did a Luminous finale, which is really, really cool. Getting some good views on that. Bo Peep and Woody Topiaries at Epcot. She also did a Skyliner short, so those are all getting good views. But she did two really good live streams, guys. While she was there, she did a tour, like a walking tour of All Star Sports Resort. And that is really good. So really good shots. She did a fantastic job, I'll have to say, with both live streams. But then she did Epcot Flower and Garden, and she did some things that she did. The Seas Pavilion. She rode, Nemo and Friends with zero lag. I mean, she did some things at Epcot that normally Living with the Land, would have some lag. And she didn't. It was a very good live stream. So appreciate that. Sorry, Mike. It's not accessible. Oh man. Well,
I feel like we should give Ravensburger some sort of feedback somehow. Maybe contact them.
Absolutely
about that.
Should, Mike. Yeah. You could send them a text or strongly worded email to guest services.
Yeah, there you go.
something. But yeah, they absolutely, yeah, do need to develop that. And you could help them with that, I'm sure. You could help them volunteer your services for a small fee, of course, or a big fee, as you see fit. But yeah, look for those two latest live streams that Julian did. She will also do an episode of What's Brewing with the Bones on Saturday the 23rd at 9:30 a.m. to recap this trip. It's going to be really interesting, guys, because as a Mickey Travels travel agent, she was able to tour the Disney Wish cruise
Mhm.
ship, and so I'm sure she'll have tons of stuff, pictures and things to tell us about that. And big news here next week, guys. Our guest on here on Hitchhiker Chat will be Pete McDevitt,
Yeah.
none other than Pete McDevitt. Many of you know Pete. He's kind of the godfather of our Disney YouTube community, and he's such a wonderful man. And
Yeah.
he's just an amazing supporter of all of our channels. He has two channels actually, and the Pete McDevitt Show, which is his main channel. He has over 20,000 subscribers, y'all. He does a lot of Disney content, but
Mhm.
he also announces football, baseball, basketball, wrestling, you know, whatever whatever you're into. Does a fantastic job with it. So 20,000 subscribers cannot be wrong on that. So check
Yeah.
out Pete McDevitt Show. A lot of y'all know his personal story. Pete had a health tragedy. He's made it through. He survived it, and he's an inspiration to all of us. But
Yeah.
we're gonna be talking to him and put Pete on the hot seat next week. So y'all, yeah, we're excited about it. And we got to do my homework too because Pete is a good interviewer. So I want
Mhm.
to be able to really, pick his brain and just enjoy having Pete here with us. That's next week. So join us for that by all means.
Yeah.
Do not. That'll be Tuesday, March the 26th. So don't miss it.
Yep.
Don't miss it. You want to do announcements, William, and we'll wrap this thing up.
Sure thing. So big shout out to our channel members, Alex and Charlie Kennett, Mike Wheeler, Tina McNeil, Mike 88 NYC, Texas Takes, Brian, formerly Brian's West Coast Disney Adventure. Appreciate y'all's support. Thanks to everybody for being here. Appreciate the support. Um, just really appreciate it. You got a lot of ways you can spend your time on a Tuesday night. We really appreciate y'all for spending it with us, talking all things Disney. Big shout out to everybody watching live, those watching in Ghost Host or in Ghost mode, if you will, and those watching on the replay. Big shout out to Lisa, Keith, and Joey of It's Joey's World, captains of our team replay. Big shout out to Angelina, Aunt Susan, Jillian, Kylie, and other family members. Mandy Adams, Dean the Turkey Lecture, Katie Mack, Wishing on Stars, T. McNeil, Kevin Theme Park Adventure, Movie Mania Nick, Adventures by D, J&N Travels, Popbox, WDW Explorer Chill, Mike Wheeler, Jonathan Chung, Follow the Bradleys Fun, Jennifer Caruso, and Jillian Bone. If I missed you, I apologize. Let me know, and I thank you properly for being here. Just a couple other things here, real quick. Let me wrap up announcements real quick. Liveplace.com is basically a TV guide listing for family-friendly live streams and content. Check out the Dreamers Empire and the Live Place on YouTube. Check out TubeBuddy if you're a YouTube creator looking to grow your channel. There's lots of tools to help you grow your channel and do that. Check out our link in the description below. Use it. We both get a free month. Hey, Hatbox Ghost. Welcome
Oh,
in, Jerry.
Jerry. Hatbox
Um,
Ghost materializing in the
there you
chat.
go.
Hey,
Thanks.
Jerry.
Look at you written down here, Jerry. But also check out Stickermule if you're looking for good quality, low cost promotional items, buttons, stickers, pins, magnets, so on and so forth.
Oh, yeah.
Check out Stickermule. Use our link below. We both get $10 credit for a future order. Let's see.
Yeah, that's good stuff, y'all. For the parks, if you want something to hand out, like I was in the parks this last trip. Monorail Molly was there, and Molly doesn't have her own channel, but she said I felt like I needed something to hand out because everybody knows her, and so she had stickers. I'll have to. I think I showed you that. I showed you her
Neat.
sticker, so that was really cool. And so
So
check out,
here,
Stickermule is good.
all
Good.
right. Let's see. Remember, we go live every Tuesday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. Be sure to join us when we go live. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you want to reach out to us, send us a direct message on Instagram or email us at thehitchhikingbones@gmail.com. Real quick, Jillian's going to show this stuff later anyway, but just showing some merch real quick. Jillian brought back. Here's
Stitch.
a Stitch flower pin. I think it's really neat. Hey, welcome in, Annie.
Man.
It's really, really pretty here. So Jillian thought there would be 2 in this mystery pin set because she said it's kind of pricey. But you can see that little cubic zirconia that they added there on this side, right there, to help differentiate themselves from the fakes. You can see it there, that little Mickey head right here where my thumb is.
Yeah, little teeny tiny. Yeah, those are because there are people who will manufacture fake pins.
And then here's the Pocahontas pin that Jillian got.
Is great.
Her running.
That's a beautiful one.
That is a beautiful shirt that she got for Wyatt.
Molly's on the Triple C show. Yeah.
Here's a shirt that she got for Wyatt. It's kind of vintage looking. It's got the Jolly Roger at the Spaceship Earth, Space Mountain, Donald Duck, various park icons, Hitchhiking Ghost there. But yeah, it's a neat little vintage shirt that Jillian got for Wyatt.
I love that.
And then as seen on the live stream that she did there at Epcot, here's the little baby outfit.
I'm glad she got that little onesie. That
says Hang a Fin. Nemo and Squirt there on the front. But the back is super cute. So you see the front here, and you got Dory and I think probably Marlin. Yeah, Dory and Marlin here on this shoulder.
Cute.
Other shoulder, you've got Marlin and Dory. But when you flip it around, there's a ton more.
Oh my goodness!
There's a ton more on the back.
Look at that!
So much more artwork on the back.
Oh my goodness! That's amazing.
Very, very cute.
Well, now she saw that. She saw that while she was live streaming, and couldn't get to her AP on her phone because she was live streaming and she wanted that discount. But she said she went back and got it, and we didn't even see the other side on the on the live stream. So wow, that's
very, very cute.
Yes.
Various other characters: the starfish, seahorse, the pufferfish, jellyfish. It's a very, very cute little onesie here.
Isn't that cute? That is really, wow. That's a really, and it wasn't, it was a little bit cheaper than the price tag said, but it was also, of course, with Jillian's AP discount, it was less than that. So
yeah.
Good.
And here's the Figment Golden Book. You can actually, I'm pretty sure you can buy this on, Amazon too, I think, right now. But Jillian used her AP to get it. Very cute Figment Golden Book. I love that they've got some of the pages are, the song lyrics, and it's definitely a situation where, if you've been on the ride, you would recognize that they are assigned, that it's a, song.
How neat.
But yeah, I'll spare you all the singing. But it's very, very cute.
Okay, now go ahead and sing because Mikey's just waiting to get the clip.
I'm sure, but it's neat, and it's fun because we turn to that page and Wyatt knows the lyrics. We've listened to it enough in the car, and he loves Journey and Imagination with Figment. So,
fun.
He was able to sing along with the pages that were song lyrics from the ride.
That is so cool. That's really neat. I'm glad y'all got that little golden book for him.
And there's neat little, you got to keep an eye out when you read these books too, because here on this page, up in the corner here, is the Dreamfinder, or next to above Dreamfinder in the tree is none other than the Orange Bird.
Oh, how fun is that?
So, and it's funny because Wyatt immediately saw it, even though he's there. even though he's there in the corner, kind of hidden a little bit. Wyatt said, "Oh, it's the Lady Bird." So
Wyatt
neat.
does. Wyatt is my grandson is a prodigy.
Yeah,
Y'all, of
he
course,
doesn't miss a beat.
he's really smart. He doesn't miss anything. So cool. Yeah, that's neat. Love that.
A little bit of late show, little bit of late show intel there for you. Again, Jillian will be able to talk, speak more of her trip. But yeah, check out her live streams that she did while she was there.
Yeah,
anything
very
else
good.
you want to mention, Mom?
I can't think of anything, guys. Hope you had a fantastic St. Patrick's Day, and we're looking forward to Easter. Easter's coming up really fast, guys. Easter is early this year.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to that. Yeah, just enjoy spring. I know a lot of you are still, buried under some snow, but we're experiencing
soon,
what's
hopefully.
called blackberry winter. Right now is what it's called here in Texas. It's pretty cold today here, but it'll warm up soon enough and we'll be hot, just like just so we really I love the change of seasons. I'm from Tennessee. We used to have like on the mountain, we had like feet of snow, like 4 or 5 feet, of snow. It was nothing for us to miss a month of snow days when Jeff and I were growing up. So, yeah, I don't mind the change of seasons. I actually love the cooler weather.
I'm sure Mikey would gladly trade with you there, and you got to 73 today. It was perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice.
All right. Anything else?
Okay.
Right.
Y'all just remember Pete McDevitt is going to be with us next week. I'm going to get that thumbnail up. Should have already had it up. And I have been distracted with my granddaughter, so I make no apologies.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all join us again. And thanks everybody. Especially if you're in the chat, check out these channels, guys, in the chat.
Yeah.
So many of our folks have channels. Look, check them out. Just good content. Y'all, and not just Disney content, some other stuff too, but by all means, look for those people in the chat and find their channels and give them a look and consider subscribing, because we really do have some talented creators in our chat. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. I remember snow. Yeah. Thanks so much, Jerry.
Sure.
And I can't think of.
All righty. You all have a great week.
Watching replay. Thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Lots of fun stuff to look forward to. But everybody have a great week. Thanks for being here. Remember, at the Hitchhiking Bones YouTube channel, there's always room for one more. So please
hurry
back. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Bye. Have a great week, y'all.
Thanks, Ann.